Here I am. Of course. Perfectly fine. Yeah, I was still looking over my library to find a good game, you guys, because we're just winging it at this point, right? We're winging it at this point. Oh snap! Oh snap! Well, if Hellbourne, if Japan did that, bro. Oh, I haven't gotten a haircut. I did get some hair cut off, but it's at my beard, bro. I lightened the beard a bit because I got to be in office tomorrow. That's also the reason that we're starting a bit sooner today. Well, sooner. I would have hoped to be live a bit earlier, but hey, it didn't. It didn't pan out. But hey, you know what are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it? Can't really do anything about it. I have a couple of games installed that I want to play. And like I don't want to even like do the demos that like developers send out to creators and whatnot. Because right now we've done already a couple of them, and I don't like mentioning them. But you know we do demos for developers when they ask for it, especially if the game is like in my niche. You know what I mean? But yeah, Tarlock, you're right. It's a bit thinner here, and I can see more of my double chin, bro. The thing we got to work on. The thing that looks so weird. The thing we got to work on over the coming year. I have the Classrooms, which is a Backrooms SCP type game. But we also have Backrooms Extraction, which I wanted to play. And this is pretty much like the game that we already played. I'm just gonna uninstall some games that we recently played, like Chucksy, Supernormal, Broken Lore. Oh man, you remember Broken Lore? Yeah. So I need to make sure we remove those. Also, maybe in case I'm not losing my mind here, maybe I can make sure that the cam that I am on can move a bit like this. You know what I mean? And then we can see chat while I'm like just talking with y'all. I think that's fine, right? But yeah, I'm looking to play different types of horror games, and if they're like smaller, bite-sized, it's even better. I have a game that I'm looking at right now. It's called Backrooms Extractions, and it's pretty much like Species Unknown, but set in the backrooms. Does that make sense? And like I don't know if you're like extracting actual anomalies or whether or not you're actually just trying to extract a teammate. Because in the trailer, it looked like it was just the trailer where it was showing how they extract teammates. You know what I mean? We also have Backrooms Escape Together still. Oh man. I'm making a horror tier list, by the way, so this is kind of hilarious as well. I have categories in my Steam library. I think I have over 10 or 11 horror categories now. And now I started doing the horror tier list as well. And I have an E horror. Maybe I'm not harsh enough. Like, is there an F horror? Like, what is the is it E tier? And I already have two candidates for the E tier. And like, no offense to the devs, right? You have the Mayor of Jonah, and then the Backrooms Body Cab 2 game, dude. Yeah. Gonna be funny. But hey. I'm still looking. Do you guys want to see what I'm looking at, by the way? You can see what I'm looking at if you want me to. I can do that real quick. Right? But inside the backrooms looks like I want to make sure that we have a backrooms game that is like horror. You know what I mean? You can play SCP Descent. It's kind of like the backrooms, but not really. I believe this one's short. Like, we don't want to spoil it. I think we should play this. And also, by the way, I don't have any monster with me. All I have is my bottle of water. I'm gonna hydrate like a motherfucker. We're scared shitless. Yes, we're gonna do the horror tiger. Welcome in. It's gonna be silly. I want to go crazy with these games. And we do not have enough time for anything like Me-Side. Me-Side is definitely going to be happening this weekend. I don't even know if you have time for something like Emily Wants to Play, for example. Oh, Dreadflats, bro. We played this. It's in multiple lists. I'm going to remove it from Serafia. Is this Serafia her list? No, I'll add it to a list first. It is horror. I think Dreadflats. Was it C tier, or am I like bonkers for saying that? Maybe I'll put it in the B tier because Dreadflats, the atmosphere was really good, right? Yeah, I'll make a new list. It's gonna be horror. Okay, up until the time or moment that Steam doesn't allow me to make any more categories or collections, I'm not gonna make more collections. But right now, I think we have our first B tier candidate. So I'm gonna put it in there. It's not an intelligent one because I don't want it to like expand, but yeah. B tier, bro. So now we can like remove it from all the other ones. We can remove it from played. We can remove it from horror and suspense. Oh god. We can remove it from Serafia her list as well. So this must be Serafia her list. Okay. Alien Isolation, bro. I'm just gonna say it out loud. This is A tier. Like, that makes sense, right? There's only so many A tier games, and I gotta say, this is A tier. And I've played it before. For sure, like 100%. So I'm going to remove it now from horror and suspense. I'm also going to remove it from Serafia her list. So we're going to like move on to the tiers, right? I first categorized them. Now we're moving it to tiers. So at some point I can make maybe like a tier list that we played this year, at least. Anything that's not in the tier lists, we haven't played yet, or I haven't played yet, rather, right? So I played this once on stream like a couple of years ago, but I had it on the PlayStation, if I'm not mistaken. So the 3 hours that you see there is not my playtime. Maybe we should revisit this game. Amnesia: Dark Descent. Yo, you know what? Actually, I need to play this again. There are many reasons for this, but I need to play this again. I realized something after playing. Crazy, right? I need to play this again, and the reason for that, by the way, that is crazy. You're right. It is 12 years ago, checking. I know it is. It is. And for me, I don't know if it's like maybe the mechanics. I don't know. Is it A? It's a crazy game. It's a crazy game. Okay. For now, I will put it in the B tier because graphically it's not that strong. Does that make sense? Right? There. Okay. But I should revisit. I should 100% revisit. Because I played Slender, The Arrival recently. Man, am I bummed out. Slender, The Arrival? I need to add this. Maybe it's because it doesn't have the same effect on me anymore, but I'm gonna go with like D tier, dude. Maybe that's too harsh. What else do we have in C tier right now? Horror C tier. Where's the C? C tier. Slender, Supernormal, Broken Lore. Oh. Yeah, so Chucksy and The Arrival kind of makes sense, but maybe Broken Lore Low wasn't that scary. Okay, so this one has to change. This needs to go to D tier. Remove from C tier. There we go. I'm talking about the games that are, of course, on my screen on the left there. I'm sorry about that. I didn't realize I was like all the way over it the entire time. Yeah, these kind of fit together. Oh. Oh my god. I noticed that Total Chaos, by the way, I played that as well just a couple of days ago. Total Chaos right here, 54 minutes played. It's crazy good. But I read somewhere it's gonna have VR. Did I read that right somewhere? Because I'm really looking forward to this one. It's gonna be crazy. I think personally. I can't wait for this game. And I hate the fact that they just have like Q4. I hate that so hard. Yeah, I understand. I do need the polygons as well. It looks so good and it played so well, and like the suspense with constantly being on edge was so good as well. It's a mod for Doom 2. What the crap? That's crazy. Okay, so we have this one. We played it. Dollhouse of the Dead. I mean, it had mechanics. It was kind of scary. I'm gonna put it in C tier. No offense to the devs, honestly. It takes a long time to make games, I understand, but if it's not a whole original idea, you're like kind of copying multiple. Clap is a smaller game. We can remove this now from the indies and the played. Where is it? So I do have a horror playlist right here. Remove from played. The Cabin Factory. Oh, Cabin Factory was good. I would call it B tier. Yeah, because the scares were really good. And I like the story a bit as well. So we can remove it now from horror and suspense. Balmair? Really? Yeah? Okay, I'll play it after we do SCP Descent, okay? Wait, I'm trying to remove this from lists. Cabin Factory removed from exploit. There we go. So this might be, yeah, this is E tier. It still had some scares, but to the point where it was like annoying. There you go. Tin Threads. Oh man. Oh man, this might be it's Good Evening Vendetta. I'm gonna be honest, this might be an F. I'm gonna put it in E right now. Thin Threads. Who's at the Door was so freaking good, bro. B tier. Yeah, okay, it can remove from surreal. Yes, it is. It is. It totally is. Chucksy is also in the C tier right now. Good. Okay, so we went through the list that we already played, or some of them I might have missed, but anything that's already in a tier name of collection means we already played it. But the Backrooms one, I'm gonna keep the Backrooms ones in here as well. No, I haven't even thought of an S tier yet. I mean, what could be an S tier? I don't know. Species Unknown is definitely A tier as well for me right now. Remove from this one, remove it from all the other ones. All right. Unspoken. Oh man, some of these. Dead Space. That's a good question. I own Dead Space, right? I think it's in my horror survival list. Horror survivals here. Dead Space. Dead Space 1, right? We're talking about the original, even the remaster, because basically the same game. I would say it is A tier. And like this is, so here's what's going on, okay? Here's what's going on. I'm gonna go from A to E. Then in A, we're gonna separate out the S tiers. And then in E, we're gonna separate out the F tiers at some point. I don't want to like think about it right now. I just know that they're at the top. So definitely A tier. Yeah. So this is gonna be like a major horror games list. Alan Wake, bro. I played this. I finished this. I have problems with this game. I do have problems with this game. I'm gonna be honest. I have way too many problems with this game, bro. Yeah, it's gonna go into the C tier. Because the story is fine. Man, the gameplay was kind of whack. It could be B tier though. Like, fight me if I'm wrong, but I think maybe like the new one is B tier. Vendetta. Yeah, Nightmare goes into the same. Yeah. The Alone in the Dark side, I've never played them. I only played this one, which, you know, it's an action survival game. And even then, it was so janky back in the day. Which one? Alan Wake or Alone in the Dark? This is the old one. This is from like 2008. I don't have the newest one with like the actor from Stranger Things. God, I even have Daymare in here, dude. The Chant. Oh God, I don't know if I even want to play this. C tier. It's like I kind of put all the survival horror games together or something. It might be D tier, just because of the cliffhanger ending, bro. What if they never make a Chant 2? What happens then? You know what I mean? And I saw it get played out on Serafia, her stream, so I don't know if there's any reason for me to go in there. Nice. So yeah, Cry of Fear, bro. A tier. Cry of Fear is such an A tier game, like there's no doubt about it. I have no idea what this is. All right, we have a bunch of the Darkness. Do I have the Darkness? I have the Darkness too? As in like the shooter? Hellborn, I love the original Darkness if that's the one you're on about. Because I've never played the second one, and I know it had like a different art style, but the original Darkness, I don't know if that's even on sale on here. The Darkness 1 is not on Steam, bro. That's the whole problem. I have that on Xbox. I love that game to death. With Jackie Estacado, or whatever his name is. Dude, I know that game by heart, man. That was so good. I love just exploring. I found so many Easter eggs in that game. Exactly, bro. Exactly. Yeah, the good game. Good game. 100%. If I could add it in my tier list, I would definitely add it in my tier list, but I do not consider it horror. It's just like the same way that Carry On is not horror. You are the horror, you know what I mean? That's what kind of like, that's why it's in the shooters as well. So yeah, it's the same way that I wouldn't really consider Resident Evil to be horror. Like 2 Remastered was kind of crazy because I did enjoy that game for having horror aspects, but like, no, that doesn't make any sense now that I'm looking at Resident Evil 7, bro. That makes absolutely no sense. Resident Evil 7 is like a really genuinely good horror game. What the fuck are we talking about? Yeah, I think Resident Evil 7 made it horror. I can't say like Resident Evil 0 would be horror for me as well, or the original one. Why? Because of the camera perspective. Just 7 made it so crazy. And to that same point, Resident Evil 8 isn't horror for me either. You know what I mean? So seven comes into the horror category for sure. So yeah, 2 and maybe 1 as well, and 0 maybe, I'm not sure, but 2 is definitely horror. It is also A tier, right? Or should I go for B? I think I'm gonna go for B. If we're just talking about horror, by the way. Hey, welcome to the family is such a great opening line, dude, at that table. Yeah, for real. No doubt, these are some real bangers. Sons of the Forest. Oh, man, I do not like. If anything, I think the Forest was more horror than the Sons of the Forest. I don't know why. The amount of gadgets you can find. If we're talking about horror, and I think this could be considered B tier as well. Sons of the Forest. The Forest itself, bro. A tier, 100%. Fatal Frame. I mean, I don't think I have them. I do have Obscure and Obscure 2, but I never got the Fatal Frame games. I thought they were kind of... Isn't there one that is kind of similar? But yeah, I'm going to install Dollmare for tonight then. And we're going to start with SCP Descent. I don't know about Secret Files. I don't know. I thought Secret Files was kind of like exploratory more. The Complex found footage. Did we play this? We haven't played this. Oh god. I'm okay. I'm okay. I need to stop opening the Backrooms collection, bro. We're starting with one, but it's definitely way different, right? It's Backroom Horrors and SCP. I put them together, right? Bro, I'm not even sure if Who's at the Door is B tier anymore. You know what I mean? I'm not sure. Yes. What you mean, the floor above? I played the demo for that, bro. I have this demo as well, Isla. This is funnily enough, it's a game about a VR headset. It doesn't have VR support though. Yes, I did like it quite a bit. I did like it quite a bit, Vendetta. It was so good. The demo, I think we found like 18 out of 35 anomalies, if not more. But yeah, I didn't want to play the demo again. I just want to experience it in a full game because I'm definitely getting that full game. It was crazy. Can you imagine that in VR, by the way? Like looking over your shoulder or something? But yeah. So let's have a look, right? Do we have anything else we can play? I definitely liked it. Like I had seen clips of it. I just didn't know what game it is. Because, you know, freaking people on YouTube making clips of horror games and not telling you what freaking game it is, and then you have to keep scrolling in the yeah, the comments. At least the comments are there to save us. Okay, is there anything after Dollmare that we can still play? Oh god, no, bro. I think we found our first F tier, bro. Okay. The puzzles were so bad. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. I am so sorry, bro. Like, oh my god, dude. I am so sorry. Final Fall was so bad for me. Like the AI art is not helping, dude. Like these three are classics, by the way. These are free ones. But it's going to be interesting for sure. I think we should start, you guys. I'm going to have a swig from my water, and we're going to go at it. What do you think? SCP Descent.